Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 4 of the Sensible Sociopath podcast.
Yeah, Season 4.
This is episode 184. It is a Friday night. We're on YouTube. If you're here with us, please subscribe, chat with us, and like and comment and share with your friends and enemies.
Yes.
Mostly your enemies.
Oh, yes.
Frenemies.
Yes. So thank you for joining us. We are back. It's been a long time since we did a podcast because
Life.
A lot of life happened in between then and now.
Traveling, work, all kinds of crap.
Absolutely. Yeah. One of the things I did was, I'm a man of the wilderness, as everyone knows.
So we've heard.
Yes, I went to Alaska, which was fun.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
For its one day of summer.
Pretty much, yeah. No, it was very nice, actually. The weather was great. Ended up taking a cruise there, it was my first cruise, you know.
Yeah.
Lots of food, lots of drinks, lots of older people.
I'm sure, yeah. I've never been on a cruise before.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd be the hottest guy on the boat. I wasn't.
Not so much.
Yeah, there's some pretty hot guys on there.
All right.
Yeah. They were hot people's children. You know? Like, because they're like, basically you have the people who are on the cruise, and then you have their children and their grandchildren.
Okay.
You know? So like people bring in their families and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, multi-generational.
It's like 27-year-old hot guys.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So, but I was doing pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
There you go.
One of the things I found out, by the way, I'm Stephen Paul.
Oh, hey, what's going on, bud?
Sorry, I'm a little rusty. Sitting across from me is the lovely and illustrious superfan Dan.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Dan.
And sitting across from us in the producer's booth, we have my dirty soldier. Sorry, my rotten soldier. Roma Romerica Rifkin.
Hi, guys.
On the ones and twos, as they say.
Can you guys hear me? I feel like
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm really quiet
Yeah, you
in
could
my
come up a little bit.
in my headphones.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks okay in the mix, but I can barely hear myself.
Roma, you could be going deaf, except to me and Dan.
How do I turn these up for myself? But because I can hear you guys just fine.
There's probably a knob.
Yes, I'm thinking there's a lot of knobs. I normally don't have this problem.
Roma, there's a, see headphones on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
Follow it over to your channel and then try turning that one up.
Okay.
And quit elbowing stuff. Roma's, she's out of control.
Elbow?
She's just trying to make everything learn once again.
I think it was your inkwell, Roma. she uses quills.
Okay, what's that? That sounds better. Okay, cool.
See that? I'm like a podcast guy sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So I ended up going on a whale watching excursion.
Oh, your ex-girlfriend?
Zing!
Bam!
That's called patronizing laugh. So I went on a whale watching excursion and an otter excursion.
Oh.
And it turns out, and I don't know if everybody knew this, I'm sure there was a sense of it, but just it wasn't verified, that I am King Neptune. Because,
are you?
Yes, because the first one that we went to was the whale watching one. Right off the bat, we see an orca. And they say, we maybe see
Orca,
one...
you glad I'm not a whale? An otter? Orca, you glad I'm not an otter? Sorry.
I otter punch you in the mouth.
I'll be here all night.
Yeah, that was Roma falling on the floor.
She fell down some stairs.
I don't have that one. Wait, hold on. God, I love playing with these things.
The latest scream.
So Put Roma out of her misery. Her ankle was twisted. She's like a racehorse. So here I am, King Neptune, on the front of the ship.
Okay.
And so the guys that are the guides, they give you like these presentations and stuff, and they're funny, and they're, you know, that's how they make their money is bringing people out there and showing them things. And they do it, you know, whenever the cruise ships come around, and, you know, I guess whenever anybody else that's tourists want to go there. And so I ended up, we ended up seeing an orca right off the bat. And then we were like surrounded by like 3 humpback whales.
Oh, shit.
And,
That's crazy.
Coming to talk to them later, the orca they said we might see 1 out of every 30 trips we take.
Wow.
You know, and they don't take them every day. So, pretty rare.
Rare.
And they said, especially this time of year.
Interesting.
Oh, wow.
They don't ever see them. So
we were there just
you
for
are
you.
indeed King Neptune.
Well, and then we went on an otter excursion where sea otters, right?
Yeah.
There's river otters, and everybody kind of knows those ones. They're like the cute ones with like they look like little ferrets or whatever.
Yeah. Little bears with long bears with, I don't know.
Yeah. Like they're a little less heavy than a bear, but they dance better.
Right.
Shorter legs, though.
Yeah.
Is this where you saw the second orca?
No, we didn't see a second orca, but we saw, they said, between 15 and 17 humpback whales.
Holy cow.
And
Were they hunting the otters?
I guess, yeah. And otters are like, they're between like 4 to 5 feet long, the sea otters.
Damn.
I mean, they're big, yeah. So anyways, basically I was like, well, the only fucking constant here is me. And,
yeah. Yeah.
Bingo.
Yeah, exactly. You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. I made your trip. But basically, they're just like, don't ever go on another whale watching trip. You'll ever
be disappointed.
replicate this. Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's amazing.
And actually, there was 4 of them at one time, all spouting off like in almost like fucking the Nutcracker Festival or whatever, the Nutcracker Suite.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I
Did
was
you
the
bring
king of the
your
rats.
trident?
No, I didn't.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. Gum, yes. It's a little gum joke for you.
Yeah.
Woman's cleans another dirty mouth.
Yeah. Does anybody else have any great stories and tales to regale us?
No, I did bring some stuff to the show, but also I was going to mention that we have ice cream. And
Yeah,
we
do.
Probably get to that at some point because it's going to melt.
That's probably true. What we should get to first, though, because we're going to use that.
Right. I'm just saying, whatever portion of the show involves ice cream, we should do sooner than later.
Yes, and the whatever stories and stuff, we can do that because me and Dan might not be
doing so hot.
super able
We're
to
doing
do.
really hot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, it is that time, isn't it?
Yes.
It is.
So
I kind of figured.
So one thing that we missed during our time off is SuperFanDan's birthday.
Boo.
And yeah, I know.
Boo to missing it.
Yeah.
Not boo to his birthday.
Okay.
Like, well, I guess the truth really does come out.
So SuperFanDan, you had your 36th birthday.
Yep.
+2.
Second anniversary, yes.
Second anniversary of his 36th birthday. And so what I brought was I also have a couple gifts, but I brought these delicious cupcakes. They're
Ooh.
the
look
fancy
fancy.
ones that you
Yeah,
get
they
at the
got all
fancy place.
Wow, are
Paper
those black
and-
cherries?
They are not black cherries, Roma.
Oh.
What those are is
Oh,
they
no.
are called
I just realized what those were.
they're called purple super hots.
Oh, boy.
And I grew these myself. And what they are is peppers. They're tiny peppers, which you know are the dangerous ones.
Oh, jeez.
And
Where's Little Sleepy right now?
yeah, he's missing out. But there is the Scoville scale.
Yeah.
We've done some very hot things. I think it was 6 million. Was that what they were? The Pocky chip.
I
and
thought
then
they were 9.
Maybe it was 9. Maybe it
Did
was
you
9
hear
million.
at the kid that died from the Packy chip?
Yes.
What?
What a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, watch this. That's the guy that ate the Pocky chip.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a guy who microwaved a glow stick.
Oh, I remember that. And it
And
sprayed in his
exploded
eyes.
in his face.
Oh,
Jesus.
That's a
And
good.
then his dad comes in. Well, what the fuck did you do?
Yeah, it's a bad one.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Probably fucking blind from that.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, now he glows in the dark all the time.
All I see is rave colors.
Exactly. So these peppers are not 9 million Scoville.
Okay.
They're not 6 million Scoville.
Okay.
But they're 2 million Scoville.
That still seems pretty hot.
Yeah. Could you find what
Scoville.
yeah, like a habanero is? Because I think it's less than 1 million, I believe.
Well, there were like Little Sleepy's talked about some jalapenos that he's had that were like that hot.
Super hot. Yeah. Purple super hot.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
All right. So
wow.
says that habanero peppers are 150,000 to 325,000 Scoville units.
Okay.
And
And these
we
are
ate
up
pizza.
to. Yeah, and these ones are up to 2 million. Now, these ones have been on
Holy
that
shit.
plant for probably
A couple of months.
a long time. Yeah.
So they get hotter as they're on there, or I know that I think like hydration has a lot to do with it.
Yes. And so if I really wanted to punish us, I could have like taken them off and let them kind of dehydrate some. I didn't really want to do that if they're potentially 2 million. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm excited, and I'm also a little scared. But Dan, first, I do have a couple gifts for you.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So now that you're 38 years old,
Yes.
you're going to need something that really states that, okay?
Okay.
I'm riveted.
I got you Dockers,
Oh my god.
okay? So these are sensible.
Okay, wait. Has anybody seen Justin Timberlake? He was performing. He was doing something recently, and he was like, I don't know if he was singing "Sexy Back" or whatever, and he's like dancing, and he's got fucking khakis on, a button-up short sleeve shirt that's like plaid. It's not plaid, but it's like striped.
Yeah.
And like these shoes, and he looks like a dad. He
That's
looks
awesome.
like a fucking, and I don't know if it was a Halloween costume, but like he was getting roasted.
Yeah, I bet it. He's got such a good sense of humor. I bet you that's what it was.
It was so awkward. He looked
Yeah.
like a middle-aged dad.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Dan, that will really get you the ladies.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you how sensibly you're dressed. It really turns them on.
There we go.
That's amazing.
It's a good way to start.
Yeah, just wrap it up is all I'm saying. And
Jesus.
then the next is really a traditional sort of gift because, we're a traditional kind of podcast, okay? We talk about the things that everybody likes to talk about, being the king of Neptune and all that shit.
Right.
Having cupcakes with purple super hot peppers on them.
Totally normal.
Absolutely.
Being the grapiest, yeah.
Yep, being the Grapiest podcast. This one is, it's just something that you'll see pretty much all over the place. Dan, how big's your head? It's pretty big, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So I got you the traditional cowboy hat full of mustard. Okay?
Mustard?
But
Let's not be silly.
It's the fancy mustard. It's the Malier?
Malier.
All right.
Mire.
But there's
I
no
don't know.
R.
But there you go, Dan. Mustard in a hat.
There we go.
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
So, and those are actually your gifts. So, absolutely. I am curious if it'll fit your head, though.
Yes.
Is it a little
Oh.
big?
It's a little big.
Okay.
It's funny. The pants are too small, and the
I
Wait.
think those pants will fit you. I want to see you in them. I want to see you rock them.
34,
Well, I don't know.
my ass is like 4 more than that.
No, those are made for big asses.
Oh, all
Are they
right.
I'm
Really?
serious. Yeah.
Oh, there
That's
we go.
hilarious.
Yeah, they're big ass. They
Okay.
call them big ass dockers.
That's fantastic.
These some big ass dockers. God damn.
Actually, that hat looks really good on you.
Yeah, it does, Dan. With your mustache
Is it
and
too
everything.
big? Is it too big though? Like, is it wearable?
Oh, yeah. No, it's wearable.
Yeah.
You just got to, figure out how to wear it. I'm also trying to figure out how to wear the headphones.
Well, you don't have
Yeah.
to wear it right now.
Yeah, you don't have to wear it all the time, but
But pretty
whenever you're
much
not
all the
wearing
time.
headphones.
Well, yeah, whenever you're not wearing headphones.
So, like, even at night and when
While
you
I'm
sleep.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
page.
No, you got to tilt it forward,
Oh, yeah.
like you're,
And, cross your ankles and
Mhm.
put your hands over your chest like so.
yeah, but also on your gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I also got you gifts.
Oh, what?
Ooh.
Okay, the first one is a regifted gift.
Oh, okay.
So my boyfriend's parents went to Kentucky and
BFP. Sorry.
yeah, brought us back. They went to, I'm assuming, whiskey distillery or something.
Okay.
But anyways, they brought us back. It's called Peerless.
Ooh.
Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, small batch.
Nice.
Let's see. I like it. This like really makes me feel like a real alcoholic with this like little
Yeah.
like.
You sneak that in your back pocket
Yeah.
when you're going into an orphanage or whatever.
So it says with an unparalleled 100-year history, we preserve. It's hard to read through the back of this. We preserve the quality. We preserve.
They make
the
you drink it
quality
before you read.
surpassed by none. Yeah, but then you're drunk and you can't read anyways.
Well, you might
Peerless.
be able to read through the bottle after you've had some.
Yeah, it's it.
So something about ancestor Henry Craver, distilled, bottled, and aged on the banks of the Ohio River in the Louisville Bourbon District. This Kentucky small batch bourbon stands alone among peers with its rich and mellow taste.
Nice.
Yeah. It said strictly sweet mash, barrel proof, no water added, non-chill filtered.
Ooh.
Rich and
It's got-
sweet, just like me.
And it's got the
Yeah.
and it's got a picture of an old dude on the back with old-timey mustache.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just like Dan.
Just like
Is it a
that.
picture of Dan?
No.
All right.
I mean, it could be. It's just
They
like a
caught me on
caricature.
an off day.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very cute bottle. And
Yeah, I
it's-
thought it was super cute. So I asked my boyfriend, I said, can I bring this on the show and drink it with Dan? And he goes, I don't care.
yeah.
So,
That's the best you'll get out of
yeah.
it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yes.
we got his blessing.
That's as supportive as it gets.
To be fair, I think I said, do you care if I? And he said, I don't care.
Yeah.
All right.
Dan, that really is the best Dijon mustard I think a human being can buy. So I hope that you use it wisely.
You want a splish splash?
Wow. Aaron's blowing up here. He goes, those are hotter than a habanero. I'm not even a 34 in pants, LOL.
But by the way, shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Who do we got today, Roma?
So we've got Aaron, we've got Scotty G, we've got Trevin, we have
T-Cas?
Margot.
Ooh, yeah, the TCAS.
TCAS, AR. That's Aaron,
Yeah.
because I like the rifle.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I call him Bulldozer.
Aaron says,
Okay. Well, that's a good name.
Danny the cowboy, looking good. You better be wearing that Monday for work.
Which is
Ooh,
funny
yeah.
because nobody will see it but the other person in the truck.
But you'll look cool.
I'm going to look the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, with your cowboy hat, I feel like you need this.
Ooh.
We didn't plan this either.
Okay.
Really? What
Uh,
could it be?
Oh.
Oh, is
it's-
it an old brick of tobacco?
How did
Tobacco?
you know? it's the was it Charleston Chew? No, what is the pictures?
Oh, yeah.
That's-
Big League Chew.
Big League
Yeah.
Chew, yeah.
Yeah.
Big Lee Chew.
The old BLC.
Ooh.
Is it a high 8 tape? Cassette?
Oh. Yes.
So I know Dan likes doing guy stuff, and I think
Yeah.
guys like playing cards, and I know he likes
So
wolves.
funny.
So I found wolf cards, and they're
'Cause-
they're waterproof,
Yes.
Well, they're blood proof.
right?
Yeah.
All right,
Or at
well,
least
we weren't going
very
to get that specific.
Very strongly water resistant. And I'm sure if you soaked them in a bathtub, they'd probably get fucked. I don't know if they're plastic or just plastic coated, but like,
Well, me and Dan will get in the bathtub together and we'll play some
There
cards.
you
see what
go.
Well, I
happens.
do have to show you what I look like in the pants.
Yep, that's right. So
Are you
in
gonna
between the pants
Pass
and
me your cup so
Yep.
I can pour you some Peerless. Well, thank you very much, you guys.
happy birthday.
I appreciate that.
yeah, and we got a little bit of whiskey in us and we're going to eat those peppers and it's going to be a fucking,
And then I'm going to tell you a story.
yeah. Let Roma regale us.
Is that enough?
Oh,
Not
it's
enough?
perfect. No, it's
okay.
good. Smells good. It smells.
So this is
smells really good. It smells like toffee or
this is really difficult.
butterscotch. It smells like butterscotch. Like really.
Scotchy butter.
Ooh.
It smells more like scotch than butter.
Mm.
I'm just kidding because that's booze.
Ooh.
Clinky.
Yeah, clink, clink, clink.
Or like, remember those like rum candies?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It smells like that. Oh,
That's not too bad.
I don't know about that.
A little spicy at the end.
That's
Little-
not too bad.
A little hot out the nostril.
It almost reminds me of like scotch.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
got like
Tape.
Little bit of scotch tape.
it's got that like
If you don't like it, you can give it whoever sold it to you a little
I don't know.
smack.
Scotch Bayo. Yeah, little Charles in
it's
Charge
got a
joke.
weird flavor profile. I don't know about that.
Hey, buddy. That's Scott Baio's best friend. Charles
I just
in Charge.
watched there's a show called Celebrity Ghost Stories.
Okay.
And Scott Baio was on it.
Was
and
he?
I saw him and I was like, Charles in Charge. I haven't thought about that show in 20
Yeah.
years.
Charles in charge of our
I sang it to
days
myself.
and our nights. Yeah.
Of our wrongs and our rights.
Okay, so here's an experiment. Everybody knows what takes spice away. Would anybody venture?
Dairy.
Dairy is the common
Vinegar.
one. Vinegar? Really?
Yeah,
I think you made that up.
kill the burn.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's with man-o-wars and other jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Yeah. Portuguese variety, I would think.
All right, let's not get racist.
Goddamn Portuguese. You know who was Portuguese? Christopher Columbus, that hater.
Bastard.
I was thinking, what about
Peanut butter.
peanut butter?
I feel like it's probably the fat that does it.
Yeah. And I'm thinking this shit is full of fat,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's like
That'll coat your entire mouth.
You had to get
Yeah.
two of
Keep
them,
the
though?
burn
Like, how
underneath
much do you
it.
think you're going to be eating?
Roma, it could be rough. 2 million Scoville. That
Well,
means
how many Scoville was the Packy chip?
well, if you
9?
have 1 million Scoville, you need 1 peanut butter.
Got
It's a
it.
1-to-1
Oh.
ratio.
I mean,
That's the math.
I
yeah.
almost drank that
Science.
entire gallon of milk when we did the Pocky chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you wondered why your stomach hurt.
And this was Dan.
Yeah, no. It's true. It's true.
That was Dan.
Yeah, it's true. It's also true.
Remember we went.
Got him!
That as well.
Got him!
Aaron says you want lemonade.
What about Arnold Palmer, the most refreshing drink known to man? Oh, you can even see it still.
That's Pine Sol.
Oh yeah, that's right. And
But it's
dust.
going to be all right. It's going to
Yeah.
be all right.
Okay. So we're going to go through this. We also have whole milk, but I'm wondering if the peanut butter is going to do it. We might just eat it, and then the peanut butter will just make it like it didn't even happen.
So is that
Yeah.
also why we brought the ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Well-
I also know you like ice. So I was going to get you an ice cream cake. And then Steve said, I already got cupcakes. And then he's like, but I'm going to put hot peppers on it. So you should get ice cream.
Yeah.
I already have one.
You have a spoon.
I
You
already
a
have
spoon.
one.
Spoon. So I think what we should do. So Dan, do you want to have a piece of cupcake before, or do you want to take them? I don't know. I've got Red Robin. No wait, Red Velvet, Unicorn. That was the one I got for you
Oh, okay.
because it's so festive. And then I've also got Carrot and.
I'll do the
frosting.
unicorn since that's what you meant for me to have.
Well, it's vanilla on vanilla, and I thought that's exactly your speed.
That's cute.
Yeah, and
Roma, do you want the carrot or the red velvet?
I'm not going to eat any because I'm
Oh,
and I
doing
also
keto.
have-
all right.
So I got
Or-
myself.
Are we splitting that one?
No, I just want to bite.
Oh no, I meant the other pepper.
Oh no, you got your own,
I know, but there were 3 peppers. That's why I asked.
Dan.
Okay.
Dan,
Okay.
quit fucking about.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I'm
I
an
thought you were
asshole.
my rotten soldier.
Are you?
You're an asshole.
Yeah, I bought. This is not keto.
Oh no.
I spent $7 on something
Oh,
I
my
can't
God.
eat.
Oh no.
It was
All right.
next to the keto ones, and I grabbed the one that's not. I was like, wow, this is really good. And yeah.
By the way, if you get a cupcake and you don't tear the bottom off of it and make a sandwich out of it, you're a monster.
I don't know what's going on with this cupcake, but it looks a little different.
It looks like a dickhead.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's a phallic cupcake.
That's a very phallic cupcake. Oh man.
You know, for an $8 cupcake, not bad.
Yeah.
Not quite a hit,
Oh,
but
jeez.
it's definitely the fancy type. I got them at the very fancy cupcake store, and I said to the lady, I said, "Hey, do you if I mention you on our podcast, can I can I get money off?" And she said, "Yes." And then she didn't. So I didn't tip her, and now I'm not going to mention it.
Oh, there you go.
So fuck you, Gladys.
Yeah, Gladys.
Fucking stupid bitch.
Not bad.
Yeah. Pretty good?
Yeah.
Does it taste like unicorn? Because I was led to believe.
Well, I mean, the fact that it looks like a dick and it's rainbow, that says a lot.
That is true. I got you the one gay cupcake.
It is definitely quite fruity.
Cupcakes are pretty gay. That's the gayest.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's got the little things throughout it. Yeah. Delicious.
The only thing it's missing is a little sign that says, "Yas,
Yas,
queen."
He's my good time boy.
Did you guys eat the peppers?
Not yet.
Okay.
Where I wanted him to I wanted to bite the cupcake before
He dies.
my mouth doesn't do anything anymore. And this might be the episode that I have to get up and use the bathroom, because if I start pounding all of this liquid, I've been peed like before we started. But here's the thing. I'm so well hydrated, Dan. Did you know I'm the most hydrated podcaster in the world?
Wow.
Mm.
Even
I
more
did
so
not,
than
but-
Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's a dried up old man.
I was going to say, he's pretty serious about his hydration, though.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
Does he ever get up during his podcast?
Roma, he's on it. Anybody get it?
No.
He has it sells the supplements
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.com.
Yeah.
The kettlebells with
Got the brain,
Mhm.
brain thing.
brain boost and semen pledge.
He's also a big fan of the Buffalo Trace.
Yes.
Which is gross. I don't know
Yes.
why
Yes.
anybody.
He tries to promote it as like one of the best
It's so
bourbons. It's not.
not.
No, it's not.
Well, he probably doesn't drink bourbon, and he's probably like, "Oh, this is fine. This tastes like Maker's
I mean,
Mark."
I would say
You
it's
know?
the best thing ever. No, Maker's is way better than.
No, but I'm
Buffalo
just saying,
Trace.
to someone who's not initiated,
Yeah.
it tastes the same.
I mean, I think he is. I mean, he's classy. He smokes cigars and
Yeah.
like weed and like he knows.
Yeah.
things.
That's true.
He knows stuff.
He's been around. He's got a ton of fucking money. He's got to know what good bourbon tastes like. He's
Well,
just.
and I'm sure they send him the best stuff, not
I haven't seen him tout that in a while though. I don't think he still does that.
Yeah, probably they stopped paying him.
I'm really upset about my ice cream. I just want to point that out.
Roma, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
You don't deserve that, and you went out of your way to get ice cream, and I appreciate it, and I'm sorry that yours didn't. If you want some mustard, I've got another one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'll just keep
I've got
that.
a second one.
Yeah, I'll keep that in the booth for later. Jesus Christ.
I hit one of our monitors, so now it's cattywampus. Roma's got us this cool clock too, because she came in here on our first day of season 4 telling me how fucked up I am, and so she's like, "We need a clock for you because you're all blah blah." I'm like, "All right."
We
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
a
it's
whole
fair.
show planned out. We bullshit for an hour and 10 minutes, and then you're like, all right, let's get down to business. I'm like, we have 10 minutes left.
Yeah,
You're like,
Roma's been
"Oh,
holding on to
really?"
that this whole for the past 2 months.
No,
Yeah,
it hasn't
I'm
been
just
that
kidding.
long.
It's been longer than that.
Oh, really?
Well,
Okay.
but I've only had it for a couple weeks.
Yes.
Oh no, I was talking about the grudge.
Oh yeah. No, it's been going on since
It's been
episode
day-
20.
Yeah, day one.
Yeah.
Day one.
Yeah. I got 19 good episodes in where no one yelled at me.
Well,
Yeah.
no, Anthony and Brian did never yell at you.
Yeah.
Neither did John, but
Yeah.
Fucking John.
Yeah. God damn it. Where's he at?
I don't know.
Is he still touching men?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
That's why he's not on the
Wow,
show.
I do not like that whiskey.
Yeah.
It's better once it's watered down, but I'm like,
Yeah. That's the thing about whiskey is I have to have water in it or else.
yeah, I
It's-
mean, I do for the most.
That's
It
why I
depends on the
didn't-
whiskey. Some
That's why
whiskey
I
I
didn't
don't.
question when you brought the glass over to me and there was still liquid in it. I was
Mhm.
like, yep, nope, I
Yeah.
understand.
I swigged a little bit off, but that was it.
All right. So,
Roman, do you want to
Ready?
read some chat while we start eating our peppers?
absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
So, let's see.
By the way, world,
Yep.
So,
they
Trevin,
are this big.
Tiny.
yeah, they look like jelly beans.
Mm-hmm. Little black jelly beans, but they're purple super hots. Look them up. They're on the internet.
And in your
Slinky.
home.
So,
This is going to be rough.
Yep.
I wouldn't get those on your lips.
Oh yeah, right off the bat.
I just want to take the time here to point out that I got bangs last week, and I instantly regretted it. So I'm sorry, you guys.
I know the feeling. Instant regret.
How's it going?
It's hitting you pretty hot right off the bat.
Yeah, that's right. That's right there.
I mean, I got one more here. I'll try it.
Oh my God.
Jesus, Steve. Oh, man.
A little nub there.
Yeah, that's definitely a little nub. Yeah, it's starting to hit pretty good. Whew. Boy, I should just not have
ones.
birthdays on your show.
The small ones are hotter.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Was hotter.
Yeah. Yeah. Dan, I gave him the biggest one thinking it'd be the worst.
It's
I don't
not.
think that's true.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just because I already ate one. So what's going on is it feels like pain all on the inside.
Okay.
Yep.
Like, you know when someone takes a power sander, a palm sander, and they put it on your tongue,
No.
Yep.
and then there's fire on it?
And to try and put it out, they add oil. Yep.
All right. How many million Scoville do you think this is?
I'd say at least one.
I mean, your eyes are
At
glassy.
least one.
Breathing is hot.
Yep.
It feels like fire when air travels over your tongue and mouth.
Yep. Also accurate.
Holy shit.
Roma, how about that story?
Well,
I mean,
first you're
sorry.
gonna-
Did you read the chat?
No, I was trying to, and you guys just kept
Roma, shut
talking.
up and read. God.
Scotty G says, bring the cowboy hat to my house later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron says you want lemonade or even a tomato drink.
Clamato?
Tomato. You want to balance
Oh.
it with acid. I love hot food.
Try
so
this
it's been-
pine sol. It
So
helps.
I've been through my fair share.
I'm trying to hold off.
Steph says, hi, we tuned in. Have you blasted in our car speakers? Oh, nice. Whiskey
Hell
needs
yeah.
to be one big ice cube only. No, I don't disagree.
Steph, this is my best voice now. So I'm glad. Turn it up.
Margaret
Holy
says
cow.
she likes the bangs. Although I told everyone how I got bangs and then you laughed at me, Mom. So
Yeah, Margot.
Oh, Margo.
Oh.
So have you guys tried the peanut butter yet?
Nope.
No, I'm just waiting.
Just waiting.
I can feel my nose. I don't know if it's blood
Trying
or
to power
snot.
through.
Yeah. I don't know if it's blood or snot, but it's coming.
A little bit of both.
It's also the
Okay.
piss of Satan.
I just want to. Something happened this past week. I got up, was getting ready for work, drank some coffee,
Yeah.
brushed my teeth, spit into the sink, and the spit was black.
What?
And I looked and my tongue was black. And I could not recall eating anything black. So I was like, was I bleeding in my mouth in the middle of the night? Like, what happened? It wasn't the coffee. I drink coffee every day. My coffee does not make my tongue look like that.
When you came in yelling at me, I thought you were possessed
Oh, that
by
could
a
be
giraffe.
A giraffe.
Because they have black tongues.
Thank you, Dan.
That's what I'm here for.
I
Yeah,
fire on all cylinders.
that's a Ace Ventura reference. No, that's a Salute Your Shorts reference.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I'm Ugg.
Yeah, Ugg was talking about how he would sit there and the giraffe, it was a mascot, had a giant black tongue,
Yes.
and he would watch it. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, at least
Man.
you're not donkey lips.
Oh, donkey lips. Yeah. Wow.
All right, so I've got a couple of things.
Okay.
Can we handle this, or
Yeah.
do you guys need to cool down first? I want you to pay attention.
I'm so attentioned.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Fuck. I can feel it
I don't-
burning my back now.
Oh,
Yeah.
so what would you compare this to on things that we've eaten before that were spicy?
The hot ones.
Yeah. It's not as bad as the
Pocky chip.
it's not as
It's
bad
not
as
as
that.
bad as that.
That gummy bear almost took you out.
Well, and that one, like it fucking was like not difficult to breathe, but like some of the saliva, like almost went down the wrong pipe and shit. Like it was
With the-
fucking with my ability to swallow and things.
With the bear,
Yeah,
the
And I
nitro bear.
yeah, and this one like my tongue's almost not working as well now. I'm serious. Yeah.
Probably because it's swollen.
It feels like it's swollen. Yeah. I already have a fat tongue. I've been told that by a fucking dentist, and they know.
Oh,
that
really?
shit. Yeah. You didn't? I didn't tell you.
I mean, I've heard you say that, but
Yeah.
I don't know that I knew that a dentist told
Yeah.
you
No.
that.
A dentist was doing my
Doesn't
stuff.
that mean you're like Downsy or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like this far
He's
away
the
from
most
Down syndrome.
He's the most down of podcasters.
Yeah. I'm fucking down, son. I'm a rotten soldier. So-
Aaron says he loves the Hot Ones challenge.
Yeah. This is and I feel like there's something about natural spice that is different than artificial spice.
Sure.
You know, and I don't know exactly what it is. Can you
Well,
see the snot running down?
Yes.
Rotten soldier.
I'm really glad I didn't do this.
Well, we needed you to talk, Roba.
Yeah.
Well, you also did 2 to my 1, so.
Hold on, everyone.
Uh-oh.
I've turned on the emergency lights. You see that? We're calling the paramedics.
I feel like we need a siren sound effect.
Ugh.
Moving hard.
Was that the Coast Guard?
You just don't turn it off!
Oh my god.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Who you gonna pay? Western Union or PayPal? Which one?
I can't find it.
Yeah, obviously.
Woo.
Try the peanut butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm curious about the peanut butter. I want to
All
see
right.
if this works. Wow, that is a lot.
Dan, get some peanut butter.
I did.
That's what you're going with?
Yes, that's what I'm going with.
You're going to be able to talk
No
for
wonder
20
you got
minutes.
the. Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to talk for 20 minutes.
Well, I'm trying to, but you guys just keep interrupting.
Nothing make podcasts and go like some peanut butter.
Not really.
It
No.
works once you first put it on?
And then not so much.
Yeah. Then it gets more intense.
It's smart.
It seals it in, man.
Yeah, it's holding it again. It's like when you use a fire blanket, but the fire blanket just intensifies the flames under the blanket.
Yeah, it's like when you're on fire and then you put a fire blanket on and then it just cooks you from the inside. It's like foil on a potato.
No, I think it does kind of work a little bit. We'll see if it comes back right away.
You mind handing me some more Pine Sol?
Oh, yeah.
Now, there's also ice cream that's melting
I will.
on the table.
I will get to that.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying it's
Dan,
melting.
don't fuck with everybody, Dan. Oh. Actually, I think that helped.
Yeah?
I think so.
You seem more lucid.
I mean, it's never going to take it all away, you know, like herpes, right?
Fuck with people if I want to.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I seriously invented something.
Okay.
You did.
Yeah, the peanut butter and Pocky challenge. See, we can bring it back on the shelves.
There you go.
Get it back out there. Remember it had it was in a coffin.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I still have the coffin.
Do you?
Oh, yes.
That probably wasn't great when they're trying to defend themselves against killing a kid.
Yeah, no kidding. I think
Was that a TikTok challenge?
Yeah, what? It was an everything challenge, yeah, YouTube or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But
the Pocky
I
challenge.
think they took it off the market.
They had to, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, you know those days where everybody wants to fuck
What about peanuts though? I mean, if a peanut kills somebody, you have to take peanuts off the market. Like, how's that work?
Oh, I'm allergic to peanuts.
Yeah.
Just ate peanut butter.
Yeah.
It's starting to come back. But you know those days where everybody wants to fuck you, Dan?
Well, I was
We
going
can't talk to women about this
All right.
because that's every day.
I was gonna say yes.
Yeah. Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I went to Trader Joe's, Traitor.
Oh, Trader Joe's. Well done.
Yeah. And there was a nice, I think she was probably Vietnamese lady, and I was going through, and the checkout line, she's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Blah, blah, blah. You know, I was buying milk and grapes, and she's like, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna eat some spicy stuff," so that's why I got like milk and yogurt and shit like that, and because I was like, I don't like dairy, you know. I mean, like we really got into it.
Yeah, I guess.
And she said that she had done the Pocky chip, or she said, why are you going to eat something really spicy? And I said, because I do a podcast, I'm pretty famous. And she's like,
That's where I know you from.
she's like, oh, you do? Can I, I have a break in 20 minutes. And I was like, 20 minutes, But anyways, she said she did the Pocky challenge. And I said, oh yeah, some guy died from that. And she's like, he was a pussy. And I was like, yeah, right.
Did she say that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Yeah. She
feel
said
like
it in
this whole-
Vietnamese though.
This whole encounter was made up.
Nope. Happened. Her name was Gladys. She sold me cupcakes at a fancy place later. So then I went to a golf store, and then there was a guy hitting some balls at an electronic thingy, this ridiculous screen.
Okay.
And I started talking to him about it, and I think his name was Robert Croft.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. Do you mind if I watch you take a few swings? And he's like, oh, that's fine. And I was like, oh, I'll get out of your hair. After he took some swings, I was like, oh, I'll get out of your hair, whatever. He's like, no, you can stay. I was like, you want to fuck me, Robert Croft? It's like, because I got 20 minutes.
Turn down Gladys, so
Yeah.
you're up next,
No, I
buddy.
didn't turn her down. I was coming back, I got to go loop back around.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyways, banged them both.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Don't
Hopefully-
discriminate on this podcast.
No, absolutely. Yeah. It wasn't gay.
Equal opportunity.
I was just wasting some time,
I mean, you did have rainbow cupcakes in the shape of a dick, so
Just
I could
for
see how
funsies.
he would be
Yeah.
confused by that.
Well, and those Dockers stole them from Robert Croft.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How?
We were fucking.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
makes
give me
sense.
those.
They were down, and it had to get the
He
leg
was
up.
down.
So,
Yeah. Anyways, sorry. Those are his pants if you find an ID or whatever.
oh, nice.
or money.
Yeah, money preferably,
Yeah. He had a golf shirt on, so he's probably rich.
probably.
Actually, I asked him if he worked there, and he's like, no. I was like, because I get that a lot too. Like, do you work here? No. I'm like, I'm literally dressed in a t-shirt and, I have a
He's
bloody
like very
nose. What
official.
Exactly, yeah. I've got that I work here air about me. Yeah.
There have been times where I've gotten that, but not recently.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it all the time. And I also get, are you Elon Musk? I get that all the time too.
It's funny.
Actually, when I was on the cruise, first time up the elevator, just got on the fucking boat, doors open, guy goes, you look like Elon Musk. Literally.
so funny.
Literally. First thing. First interaction. Yeah.
That is crazy. It must be the face shape or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I look like I'm from South Africa, like I endorse the apartheid. He's from South Africa.
Yeah.
That's when you look at him and be like, do you work for Tesla?
Mm-hmm. That's it. I just need to buy a Tesla, and it's sealed.
It's
the deal
on,
is
yeah.
sealed. Yeah.
If you don't own a Tesla, you're fine.
You're punching a black guy in the face,
Jesus. Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. That's enough.
No, it's all good.
The days where people want to fuck you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely have had those.
Yeah.
Okay. How are we feeling?
I'm pretty
Not
good.
bad.
Yeah?
Not bad.
We've
I think
come
the
back.
peanut butter really
Yeah.
took a bite out of it, honestly.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I think it's supposed to be the fat that makes it, but maybe not. I don't know.
Well, and I think it somehow binds it or something and like takes it away, so then it just comes out of your asshole later.
Yeah.
And I always keep my asshole lardoed.
Lord. Okay.
I mean, not for any reason, really.
Oh, okay.
But it helps, I'm sure.
Just
Yeah.
packing it in.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I run out of lard, I go with like coconut butter. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not the same.
Standard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can tell the difference between the trans fats and non.
Mm-hmm.
Animal based.
So I've got this story here.
Keeps my anus from getting chapped.
All right.
So you got
Wait.
this story.
Which chapstick is it? Oh no, I bought 2 cherries.
Oh my goodness.
Like I have a separate one.
Yeah.
One for the bottom, one for the top.
I mean, buttholes are very lip-like in a lot of ways.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Pucker up.
Yeah. I can't. Robo, should we start marketing some butthole chapstick?
That would be pretty funny.
I feel like it's something that could be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it'd be a great gag gift. People
Yeah.
would buy it.
We'll just package it in a rainbow, Put Dan's face on it.
Maybe put Dan's ass on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
that would definitely
Tight
win.
ass Dockers.
Hell
That
yeah.
would definitely sell.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
like set him up on the shelf of his ass, you know?
Big ass Dockers.
Big ass Dockers.
Yeah. Oh, those some big ass Dockers.
Just like position it right between my cheeks.
That's some big ass chapstick.
That's what we could call it.
Big ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big ass chapstick. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And
All
it
right.
needs to be oversized.
It's our
Yeah.
idea. We have it recorded.
All right. Nobody
it looks
steal
like-
our idea.
It looks like one of those big fat
Glue sticks?
Glue sticks.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. All right. Done. Yeah, I mean, we can make it like, well, we'll talk about it after the show.
Ooh, I got a match on Tinder. I mean, Grinder. I mean, Tinder. Oops.
Oh, boy.
Let's see what his name is. Ooh.
My name's Robert.
Hi there.
Robert Croft.
Photo verified and all.
All right. So
13 miles away.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no.
I've got this story here. I've been trying to do it for half an hour. Oh, Margot says just buy glue sticks and change the labels. Brilliant, Margot.
Big gluing buttholes together. That's unsafe, Margot.
I mean, it's not like it would be. It's not like it would be super glue. I mean, if you used Elmer's glue sticks, it's not. You're fine.
I don't know. Me and Robert Croft might still be hanging because we'd be stuck together.
Oh boy.
And then I wouldn't have big ass Dockers for Dan. I was like, hey, Robert Croft, what size ass do you have? He's like, big ass. I was like, all right,
All right.
I'm in.
Okay. So, coast to coast. Shapeshifter film by security camera in Mexico? ?
Okay.
So, a perplexing piece of security camera footage from Mexico shows what appears to be a shapeshifter that transforms from an animal into a person. The strange scene reportedly unfolded in the garage of a home in the city of Nava. And video of the eerie incident was subsequently posted to TikTok last week. In the footage, a man can be seen cleaning some chairs as his dog wanders around the room. Suddenly, the animal's attention is drawn to the door of the garage, where a dark form resembling a four-legged creature seemingly manifested out of thin air. When the man goes to investigate what has disturbed his dog, the oddity appears to shrink and transform into something else entirely. Although it is hard to decipher what exactly the man saw, the encounter clearly left him shaken as he quickly headed into the house through the side door of the garage. While he's gone, the peculiar form appears to transform into a person who then leaves the scene. When the man returns with his wife, the mystifying entity is now nowhere to be found. Since being posted online, the video has quickly gone viral in Mexico, which, with many suggesting that the curious being was a folkloric shapeshifter known as a Nahual. I don't know. Sorry, guys. While others Narwhal, that's it. While others have argued that the spooky interloper was a witch. What do you think of this weird footage? So, in Native American folklore, a shapeshifter is usually attributed to a witch anyways, so it's kind of interesting. Yeah, so like
Wendigo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Wendigos are, I don't know if they're considered, I feel like they're their own thing.
Skinwalkers.
They're like an evil spirit or something.
Yeah, but I think that they're their own creature, whereas a shapeshifter or like a shadow, no, what do they call them? Skinwalker.
Yeah.
Sorry, like my brain just totally went blank.
Mhm.
Whereas a skinwalker is usually like attributed to dark magic and some type of like kind of like a witch doctor or a medicine man, but like dark.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so I watched this video a couple of times, and I'll show it to you guys. This is from a Mexican news broadcast, and it's been
1 week since you looked at me.
and they forwarded it to the part where like kind of the video is showing. It's in Spanish, so I'm not going to put the audio on.
Okay.
So let's see. Let me switch over here.
And
Bruja is Spanish for witch.
really?
All right.
What about a brouhaha?
That's a witch party.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All right. So.
Esto ocurrió hace pocos días, cerca de la media.
Okay, so I'm going to pause this. So if you look up in the top right corner, there's something dark moving around. And so it looks like it's got little legs. And you can see the dog walk over there. So there's 2 dogs in this garage. The guy's cleaning a chair. The dog notices it. He walks over. And at that point, it kind of looks like his shadow. So I'm like, oh, it's just his shadow or the shadow of the dogs.
Yeah.
But then at some point, you can see that the shadow has a shadow. So watch here. I think it... So the guy sees...
Yeah, that transformed into a person.
Something. So watch when he walks away. The shadow's going to walk, and then it casts its own shadow.
Yeah, that turned into a person.
Look, watch. Look at that shadow.
Oh.
Like, that's fucking weird, right? And no, it turns into something that's even more human-like. It's very strange. So they're going to replay it a few times. So, like, initially when I saw this, I thought, this is the guy's shadow or the dog's shadow.
Yeah.
But then when I saw the shadow cast a shadow, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Can you pull this screen towards me, Roma, a little bit? I can't. I can barely see. I'm sorry. I didn't set that up right. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, will you start it over?
Sure, no problem. It's actually going to loop for a while because they're talking about it.
And so the dogs don't like start barking at it or anything. They just notice it.
Yes.
Okay.
And then see how it's got that shadow? And it's clearly changed shape multiple times, which is weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see the legs like it's walking. Legs.
And so the wife comes out and she goes and looks. And then it kind of just like disappears in the corner.
So did he see it? The guy did?
He saw it, yes. And then he posted it on TikTok, but he didn't see it until the dogs noticed it. Like the dogs noticed it and he went over to investigate, I guess.
He seemed very casual.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
you do notice that
you do notice that when he walks away, he takes a double take and he looks back.
Yeah.
Almost like you know when you're scared and you're like, but I don't want to like act scared.
Yeah.
He kind of has that vibe about him. Kind of like, I'm going to go this way. And you watch him walk over there, notice it. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, what is moving? And it keeps like changing form. They're replaying it.
Yeah, will you back it up so it's not small? Yeah. That's okay.
It's times like this when you need your cards, your peerless, and your gun.
Yeah, he's not wearing a cowboy hat, so his credibility is...
We could see that dog there staring in the corner. That thing, like, what is it doing? It's almost like a...
It's freaky. It's
weird.
Now we know why he went to go get his wife, right? The chunkla.
What's a chunkla?
She comes out and she's not
Her
fucking around.
flip-flop. They are deadly accurate with those.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's some crazy freaky thing over here. I'll just...
Watch him watch, and he keeps looking back. He's like, what the hell is that?
So what did he say about it? Was it like that it was a shadow thing, or was it something like tangible? Like,
let's see. Strange reported. Thoughts. Doesn't really say what he says.
I'm still trying to find the word you were trying to pronounce.
This whole thing. So this is like the Mexico news. I don't know what station, or obviously it's probably local, but I mean, like they do a whole segment on it. So clearly, so that's weird, right? So then I was going to follow this up. I just thought I went down a deep, dark rabbit hole last night and was having an existential crisis at 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm pretty sure we're living in a simulation. And so the thing that really fucked with me is, so how many, either you know, we're all born around the same time and you remember Britney Spears, although none of us were probably fans of Britney Spears. Do you remember the music video? She's wearing the red jumper.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so the Mandela effect, Mandela.
Mandela.
I can never get the two. So the Mandela effect, One of the ones that recently popped up is that, so in that video, I don't know what song it is, but she's wearing this red jumpsuit. She's got her hair kind of slicked back, and I think she's got like a ponytail or something.
Yeah.
And she's wearing this headpiece with a microphone,
Okay.
which is super iconic. Like that was
Yep.
like the look, right? You remember that, Dan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's no longer wearing that. It's not a thing anymore. Doesn't exist in the music video. And if you look at pictures of people's Halloween costumes over the years, they're all wearing that microphone. And if you look at there, apparently there's even a Barbie type doll of her from Britney, and it comes with a headset microphone.
Okay.
And yet this video does not have the microphone, and apparently has never had the microphone, but we all know that it did have the microphone.
Huh.
So that really, I'm like, because most of the Mandela effects, you're like, well, maybe I'm misremembering. And this
Yeah.
is like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm not misremembering that. There's nothing else that
Well,
was that.
And it's always about dancing and stuff like that. So like all the Backstreet Boys and the 98 Degrees, none of them had microphones, would hold microphones because they're doing like a elaborate,
They're dancing
Right.
around.
Yeah.
and just like her, she had an elaborate stage show.
This
Yeah.
one particular, and so there was another one that popped up was I'll Be Home for Christmas. I'll be home for Christmas. You can blank on me. What is it?
Count.
Count. My boyfriend said come too.
No. Mandela effect.
Wow.
Jeez. Yeah.
You can
Jizz.
count on me. It's actually plan on me.
Really?
What?
Yes, you can plan on me. And so
No.
now I know,
No.
right? So
Wow.
Fruit of the Loom had a cornucopia. No.
I also think that, yes. So anyways,
Berenstein Bears.
after the Britney Spears thing, I was like, holy cow, like they're fucking with time and space, or, this is a simulation and there's glitches. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But so anyways, I'm down this deep, dark rabbit hole, and this video comes up of, what's his name? The Smashing Pumpkins guy.
The world is a vampire.
Oh, you're talking about Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan, and he's on, let's see.
Gay.
I gotta find it.
Gay.
Doesn't that make you gay?
Oh, it closed it out on me. Hold on, I gotta find it. So what's the famous radio show host?
Rush Limbaugh.
No, the Jewish guy that's a sexist pig. From New York.
Are you talking
Anthony
about
Cumia?
Shapiro?
What? No.
I don't know.
No,
famous-
from like the 80s. I don't know. He's got
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
hair.
yeah. Howard Stern.
Howard
Yeah, yeah,
Stern.
yeah.
Yeah. He's such a pig. I can't do it. But he has Billy Corgan on, and Billy Corgan relates this story that I thought was really interesting. So I'm just going to play the audio for you if I can find it. I had it open and then it closed it.
I have an obscure one.
A scared one, what?
An obscure Mandela effect.
Oh, okay. Well, hold on. Let me do this first.
Is it mustard based?
Yes.
Good.
Friend, you made major news the last time you were here. Did you realize that?
About the alien, the shapeshifter.
Yeah, you dropped a bombshell. Every paper picked it up.
Let's just say I was with somebody once and I saw a transformation that I can't explain.
The person transformed into something other than human.
Yes, I saw it.
You were talking to someone. They said to you, "Look, something's going to happen here. I'm going to morph into something else."
Imagine you're doing something and suddenly you turn around and there's somebody else standing there.
You still standing by it?
Absolutely. I know it happened. In fact, it happened twice. And on top of that, what's amazing is we live in a world where, look, I've been in public life on some level for 30 years.
Yep.
People treat it as if I'm crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm here to say, like, now maybe I had a hallucination, but I saw what I saw.
Right. You saw it. It's your reality.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, to question somebody's reality is a strange thing.
The second time you saw a shapeshifter, where were you? Probably at Darcy's house.
It was the same. It was the same person.
Fuck Darcy.
Oh, it was.
This happened with the same person twice.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and like you watch the interview and he's super fucking chill and like just matter of fact, he's like, this happened. It was really fucking weird. And so in that interview, they actually cut to 2 separate interviews. So initially it was like, he's like, oh, you kind of really stirred things up with that shapeshifter story. And that was like 2017. And then I think he came back on and he's like, so you still stand by it? And he's like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, so I saw that and I'm like, all right, here's somebody's in public eye. He doesn't have a reason to like be like, I saw a shapeshifter, you know? And tell you what, I think these things exist.
Yeah, it's not the, you know, oh, Obama's a lizard person or
Right.
whatever, you know, like where you're like, all right, you know, you might have some, you know, a little bit of an imbalance in you, you know, and a political statement, you know, it's like.
Or a little bit of imbalance out of you.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, and actually, Billy Corgan, he's a fan of some of the podcasts that I like.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
he seems like a nice guy. I was watching the interview. He seems like really chill and
I guess he hates his fans, so that seems right.
does he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I don't
They
know
go
exactly.
crazy for the Smashing Pumpkins, and
Yeah.
he just fucking can't stand it.
Yeah, I think
Really?
he's just like, fuck you. Like,
Interesting.
I don't know. Apparently, he's just a dickhead to him, and like, we'll just like cut sets short, and like, you know,
Weird. Okay.
he's,
See, I
he's
don't think I
probably
like
over
that.
it. You know?
Yeah, I could see him being over it for sure.
Yeah.
By the way, Margot and Steph both knew Howard Stern like instantly. I was like, that
Yeah.
guy with the curly hair from the 80s was Jewish. I don't know.
Yeah. I was like, Anthony Cumia isn't Jewish. He lives in a Jewish neighborhood.
Let's see. Margot says, well, we're 99% space in between our electrons and all. An octopus can shapeshift, so why not another entity?
I saw a cool
Touche,
video
Margo.
on Twitter that was, or X, that was an octopus, and it had like latched itself onto like a big hole in the coral, or just the side of the coral,
Okay.
and it was upside down, right? So like its eyes were kind of facing up,
Yeah.
and so the head of it looked like the nose, and it created 2 eyes like on its
Oh, that's
spread,
creepy.
and so it looked like a giant head
Woo!
sticking out of this. Yeah, and they were like, we've never seen this before, where it is mimicking a head coming out of the coral like a giant eel or something.
That kind of gives me chills.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yeah, it was so cool. They were like, we this is something you don't see, is like mimicking a giant animal.
Okay, I've got a good one. So I was watching, I was just like on like Reels or whatever on Instagram and just scrolling through. And have you seen those? They have those buttons for dogs that you can program, and it's like, you know,
Yes.
treat, walk,
Yeah.
whatever.
Lambo.
Yes, Lambo's here, by the way.
Yeah, Lambo. Yeah.
And so there's this dog named Bunny, and they got on one of these pads, and they're interconnected, so you can like add more and more buttons as you go.
Sure.
So the dog starts to learn English, right? And then he has an existential crisis. They give him a mirror and teach him like who he is, and then he couldn't let go that he was a dog, and he would keep saying like, dog, why dog, why dog? And they're like, you're just a dog, I don't know. And like apparently got
Pistol. Why dog? Pistol. Poison.
apparently he got so like anxious. They
Wow.
put him on fucking like Prozac or something because he was like
Jesus.
freaking out as to why he wasn't human.
Poor
That's
little
crazy.
guy.
I
Yeah.
feel bad for him. He wasn't a little guy; he was a big guy, but still, like,
Well, and they say that you know, what is it? Object recognition or something like that. That like human beings don't develop that till like they're 4 years old or something. That they realize what they're looking at in a mirror is
Right.
themselves, not.
and they say most dogs. I mean, as far as
They say
we
dogs
know,
don't do that.
well, but they also say that dogs are about the intelligence level of like a 2 to 4 year old.
Because I believe like higher primates are the only ones that can recognize themselves in a mirror, or understand that it's them.
Well, you definitely know that a dog has an issue with what they're looking at in the mirror, and they don't recognize it. Because old dog that was in my life at one point, named Andy, she used to bark at herself in the mirror all the time.
Yep.
And we used to like talk to her like she was another person.
Mm-hmm.
Just all the time, and it's like, what are you doing? And she'd just like start growling at herself and then like
Mhm.
barking at herself in the mirror, like, that's you.
Yeah.
She'd just look at us
Idiot.
like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about? That's not me. That's somebody else who's here. Like, what are you doing here?
That dog stole my bandana.
Right?
Well, there are definitely some dogs that are smarter than others for sure, and
Like Old Yeller.
yes,
dead.
Yeah, but we had to put him down.
Yeah.
they're more
He's my
conscious.
dog.
They're more so like my dog's very much a dog. He doesn't watch TV. He doesn't look in the mirror. Like if I put him in front of a mirror, he's just doesn't doesn't even. I don't know that he knows that it's. I don't know why. It just doesn't register. He doesn't watch TV. Whereas like, my mom's dog does watch TV and will like bark at the TV and like if there's squirrels on it or ducks or whatever.
Cops. She loves cops.
Yeah, and then I have a dog.
Bad dogs. What you gonna do?
I have a somebody that I dog sit, and Eddie, and he's thinking.
Eddie Spaghetti.
Dude, Eddie's looking at you and he's thinking. And sometimes I was telling him, I'm like, Eddie, you're creeping me out. Cause like he just has this like knowing look. He's making very serious eye contact and he's like almost like he's trying to communicate. My dog doesn't do that. My dog's a dog. You know, he wants to be pet, he wants his treats, he wants to whatever.
Yeah, I've walked Eddie and Roma's dog at the same time. And what I'll do is I'll slip because Roma's dog is like what? 10 pounds?
10 pounds.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Eddie's a big dog. He's a
70 maybe. I don't know.
golden doodle sort of thing or labradoodle.
Labradoodle.
Yeah, so he's like 70 pounds. So I'll just slip the leash over his leash. So basically the other one can just like be like a satellite, you know, and just run all over the place. Roma's dumb dog. And so I'm walking Eddie and the dumb dog's just like flying around like a stupid idiot, just tying up everybody's legs, mine, his, everything. And it's just like, oh, God damn it. You know, like
it's a nightmare.
Stupid piece of, yeah. And then they'll shit and like it gets all sorts of tangled up in there. It's really bad.
Steph says octopus. I think she meant to say are aliens.
Octopi, yeah.
Octopi are aliens. I don't eat them anymore.
Or she could have eaten aliens and she doesn't eat them anymore.
Yeah.
That's true.
Maybe that's why Steph's been gone for so
Octopi
long.
or aliens. Cass says, "Oh my God, I'm here real late, but I'm here."
Cat,
Miss
you
Katrina.
You missed the shape shifting story.
Yeah, and Dan put a chapstick in his anus.
It's a new product.
Yeah.
I had
we're
to test it.
We're test driving.
For his big ass dockers.
That's right.
You'll have to rewatch
We'll
the
have
show.
the promo coming up here soon.
Yeah, promo code BAD. Because Dan's a bad boy.
Okay, so we're trying out a new timer. So 10 minutes till we want to wrap it up.
Okay.
10 minutes
So
still?
when we're at 10 minutes.
Okay. Start wrapping it up.
Yep.
Begin to wrap it up. Then.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, that's
Which means we have 10 minutes.
Roma, did you see the other Bigfoot video, that new one?
I don't.
Look it up.
So I heard the one with the sounds.
No.
Okay.
No, it's from a train. Look at Bigfoot video from train or something like that.
Okay.
Not the band Train.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
well. My quick little Mandela story. It's not going to take long, but so I'm a big fan of Phantom of the Opera, and
Okay.
I grew up listening to the musical with my dad, and became a really big fan. Wanted to see the play and everything, and so he had the CD set, and we would sing the CD. Yes, it does make you gay.
So who's gay? Doesn't that make you gay?
Yes. And there's one particular song, and I had memorized at one point all of the lyrics to the song, and then I got a craving to just listen to the whole
I was going to say for cock.
musical. That's a different time of podcast, Roma. We'll get there.
Good one, Roma.
Thank you.
And all the lyrics were fucking wrong. Like all of
Oh.
them were wrong, and I had them memorized from when I was a kid till now, and I it was completely wrong, and that was the only song that was wrong.
This is the Phantom of the Opera song. Like that? Do you remember it that way?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how Dad.
That's how I
Dad
remember
sung the
it,
whole
Steve.
song to the
That's how I remember
whole
it.
soundtrack to himself.
Interesting. So it was one particular song that was wrong.
Correct.
Just one?
Just one.
From the original.
Yep.
So both of them were from the original. Was it the play, or I guess it's a play, right? I don't know.
Frank
Yes,
Lloyd Wright?
it was a musical adapted from a French story.
Got it.
What was the lyrics? Like, or just a sample? What did you think it was, and then what was it?
Oh, geez, I'd have to go through it, and we don't have
Okay.
enough time.
Okay. But if you ever think about it, we should bring it up.
Yeah, that's really interesting. So I wonder if anybody else has had that experience.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm
Possibly.
telling you, I've been seeing strange stuff on here. And granted, you can't tell what's real and fake anymore. Unfortunately, that's really a shame. But like some of the stuff that
Demoralization.
some of the stuff that I'm seeing, I'm like, if that's real, that's crazy. Like, have you seen the video of it's one of those planes that pulls the, not the flags, but the banners.
Yeah.
And there's this woman.
Something.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a woman and there's multiple people standing around and she's standing there and she's videotaping it and it's just stuck in the sky and the banner's not flowing. It's not moving. You can hear it, but it's not moving. And she's like, what the fuck is this? There was one of a bird that was falling out of the sky, but it was just like stuck falling.
I also saw one of a bird and it looks like it's a rabbit with doing a ski jump. So
all right.
That happens too.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I found this.
This is cool, Roma.
Okay.
You're gonna like. This is what I thought you were gonna bring, and I didn't want to ruin it. If that's you like that, I already had seen it. Because
nope,
Roma, I want you to feel like you're valuable to this team because you are.
Okay.
Okay. This is in Colorado.
Do we want audio?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Well, we'll see. We'll see what they say.
Okay.
A couple was on that sightseeing train between Durango and Silverton. They were trying to spot elk when they saw this creature that they could only describe as Bigfoot, 6-7 feet tall, they say. Camouflaged.
Wow, camouflage, really good.
Now, okay, I mean, if you really look closely, I don't know what else to describe it as. Look.
That is crazy.
Right?
It's time to go. It's time to pack up and go.
That's a sassy black one.
Yeah.
I think too.
Girl, it's time
I don't care either way.
Nope.
Time to go.
I think it's a prankster. The train's conductor tried to say, you know what? We've seen footprints in the snow before. Some people
It's a
thought it
prankster.
was a hunter.
You think so?
But I don't see
That's what
she
she said.
Someone's having.
I think it's a good way to get shot.
It's Bigfoot.
Well,
I believe someone is making us into just jokesters and talking about it.
I don't know. I mean,
You know, it's one of the easiest ways to get everybody to
yeah,
disbelieve
you can turn off the
something.
chickens, Roma.
Yeah.
The easiest way to get everybody to disbelieve something.
I didn't play it. Hold on. I forgot to switch over. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
do it one
all
more
right.
time, but we'll just do it silent.
Yeah, sound off. I
Sound
think,
off.
Roma, you tortured those people
I
for
know.
no reason.
I'm sorry.
Is to make a joke out
Okay.
of it.
Yeah.
And
Right,
to
exactly.
get the masses to disbelieve it.
Well, and not only that, but I think a lot of people are very close-minded and ignorant. And they just think like, well, if I haven't experienced it in my day-to-day life, then it couldn't possibly exist.
Sure.
And I think it boils down to ignorance.
Well, and open-mindedness. You know, like I think most people that say they're open-minded are the least open-minded people.
Right.
You know, because they're like, oh, I'm liberal and open-minded, and it's like, well, what do you think about, you know, gun control? And they're like, bah! You know, and I'm like, oh, well, that's not very open-minded. You know, if you believe that your way is the only way.
Wow,
Sure,
your
you know?
open-mindedness just got closed.
I mean, well, it's always that, you know, like, what do you think about God? Ah! You know, it's like, well, I guess you're right because atheism and gun control are the only options, you know, like, yeah, way to be open-minded.
So Steph says Phantom of the Opera versus Fandom of the Opera. It was the off-Broadway version. Oh, I think it was a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, but I honestly, I mean, that looks pretty legit to me. The things that I would think is, okay, it is possible that you set that up as a prank, right?
Right.
You could. You could easily.
So you have somebody out there in the middle of Colorado, right?
Yeah.
They're riding the train. This was probably about a month ago. So I'm guessing probably
it looks
pretty warm.
hot out there.
Yeah, pretty warm. That's one thing. Secondly, you're in a fucking suit. So, you know, where do you hide your shit and all that stuff? It's just logistics. It's possible. The other thing is, why wouldn't you do it more in the wintertime when you would be better against the backdrop, better contrasted?
Yeah.
Because
well, why pick a suit that is so? I mean, it literally looked like a walking bush.
Well, and you know, these people are on a train and they're like, oh, you'll be able to spot me in the middle of this deserty, hilly
when I'm completely
area.
Camouflaged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like all of those things point to me as it being not set up.
Well, and I think it's interesting too how it like went and sat down and then it like turned into like kind of a bush or a rock. You're like, oh, you can't even really see it anymore. And I just feel like it was like, oh shit, a train. I better like crouch down and do my like Bigfoot, you can't see me thing. And you know, something that when you hear about Bigfoot stories a lot is that they disappear in the brush. They'll sit down or stand up and it's like you just can't see them anymore.
Yeah, just like deer, just like any other animal.
Or like just in the forest, you know, they see it. Where the fuck did it go?
Yeah. And you know, think about setting up a shot or something like that. It's like when you're on that train, you don't know how that's going to look from a phone, you know, unless you're doing some fucking recon.
Right.
You know, like you ride that train all the time or something. And then even then, why don't you just do it from a car? Why don't you just have them stand out in the fucking thing and go, oh my God, it's Bigfoot, you know? And then, you know, because it's so much easier. It's like, how elaborate are you going to make this thing?
Right.
Trains run pretty remotely and they don't run all the time these days.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too, because
yeah,
it's
that's
like,
not a subway to Newark.
Right.
You know, it's you're out in fucking Colorado. You know?
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because it's like, well, you could just, if you were going to prank something, you could literally just go walk on any path and just be like, oh, I'm Bigfoot. Like, you know, as people are hikers. Once again, though, maybe it's safer there. Maybe they won't get shot if people are on a train. But like, I don't know. It's sketchy. I would not.
Yeah.
I heard that story about the guy that was dressing up like Bigfoot and got hit by a car twice or something. Do you remember
think so.
that?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it is I'm like, I need to logic my way through these things,
Sure.
you know, like the famous one that was the guy riding the horse or whatever, and he caught Bigfoot, you know, the first whatever video of Bigfoot ever. That one seems, you know, like it's something you could set up because it's like, hey, two guys go out, the one guy puts the suit on, you know, then you ride your horse up 30 yards or whatever, 50 yards, and then go, oh, it's Bigfoot, brr, you know, like easy to set up. That's a fucking nightmare to set up.
If you're doing it from a train, absolutely.
Yeah, and then what if you go through all that trouble and they were like, oh, sorry, I missed you. I was up taking a piss, or
it was
you know,
the coal train, not the passenger train.
Exactly. Yeah.
Steph says, I'm riding the vintage railroad in Santa Fe next week. It's super close by. I'll have my camera ready.
Hell yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Little recon.
And that's it. You know, if they're looking for elk or something, which, you know, hunting season was coming up. Maybe they were hunters.
Yeah.
Maybe they were looking for, you know, elk migration and all that shit.
Well, and they said that they were looking to look, you know, it's like whale watching. They were looking for elk, and then instead they saw Bigfoot, which is weird.
Yeah, and so I don't think they had their camera out. They were just like sitting there going, oh, look, Bigfoot. It's because we were just recording out the window for no reason, you know? It's like they saw something, they started recording it, and they're like, oh, that is fucking Bigfoot or whatever, you know? Because he was probably pretty far off, you know? It would seem.
Yeah. Lambo says, I lived in Appalachia all my life. Cryptids are crazy around here. I've heard that too, because of the mountain tunnel systems underneath the Rockies, I guess. What's over there? Yeah.
No, the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess does it go up into the Rockies? I don't know. I guess the Rockies are Colorado.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, there's the Appalachian.
They've got the cave systems.
Yeah.
And
because the Appalachian Mountains are that from, you know, whatever through Virginia and West Virginia and all that shit. The Poconos, I think, is part of the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, he says Bigfoot and Dogman from the LBL to the cave systems.
Interesting.
Yeah, Dogman's fascinating. That stuff's scary, though.
You know what else is fascinating?
What's that, Dan?
Finding yourself at the sensiblesociopathpodcast.com.
Yes.
Where you're going to get all of your gear and get ready for the cooler weather that's out there. Make sure you get your Sensock mugs with Charlie Cat on it.
Sensock mugs?
Yes, the Sensock mugs.
Oh.
And your Sensocks.
Sensock sock mugs?
Sensock sock mugs. It's a new thing.
That would be a really great gift, by the way, guys. You take your Sensocks and you roll them up and you stick them in your Sensock mug, and then you double gift it.
That's it's genius
for your super fans.
We need to get some Rainbow Pride stuff.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe some Rainbow Pride fanny packs.
Doesn't that make you gay?
Or,
yes, but you know it doesn't. Making sure that you also have your hoodie for the cooler weather that's going on outside.
Yeah, and your gay penis-shaped cupcakes.
That's correct.
Rainbow frosting.
You just gotta deep throat the whole thing.
Your cock capes.
That's right.
Cakes.
You just
open
wide. Make sure that you clear your uvula and
uvula.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Uvula.
You type in the whole thing, thesensiblesociopathpodcast.com. Where else can you find us, Steve?
/spot or shop. So you can find us on Instagram at the Sensible Sociopath Podcast. You can also find me on Twitter at Sensock Steve. Stephen Paul Cast. Sorry.
That's what it is, yeah.
At Stephen Paul Cast.
Out of practice.
I'm on there. I know, yeah. I'm on there, and I get a little political, mostly comedy, trying to make frustrate some people, but mostly just making funny jokes. And like I repost things like those like the octopus and things like that. So you might hear about some stuff that you recognize here on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're trying to drum up some business there too. I think I got like 150 followers now.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job.
I think only about half of them are bots or like guys from Indonesia.
Hey, that's really good.
So like, how are you, dear? I'm fine, dear. You know those days where every guy on Twitter wants to fuck you?
Yeah.
It's every day, Steve.
Yeah,
It's every day.
All the third world country guys on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you invest in cryptocurrency, soldier? Yeah, I'm your rotten soldier. Yeah, so anyways, those Scoville on those peppers, not too bad actually.
No, that wasn't.
I mean, it
that
didn't
wasn't
look
that bad
fun.
at all.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible. But I mean, we've been through some of the worst.
That's true.
I guess we have been through the worst because, like, synthetically, they've made 9 million Scoville.
I mean, they've made things that can kill you. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to do a Carolina Reaper or a scorpion pepper
by itself.
Yeah,
no.
But we might have
It's gonna
to.
be some hot shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'll have to chat my anus.
Yeah, with our brand new.
Yeah. SuperFanDan big ass chapstick.
The sensible sociopath.
Coming to the
Super
sensible
fan-
sociopath.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to use my SuperFanDan big ass chapstick? Brought to you by the Sensible Sociopath podcast. You have to say that entire thing every time you offer it to someone. But while you're offering, you just rub it on their lips. You know? Yeah.
They're just pulling pubes out of their mouth.
So chappy. Yeah.
No, it's a hair.
It's on my uvula. Give me a cock cape. Wait, cake.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. What a great way to end.
Welcome to season 4. Bye, guys.
Good night, guys.
Love
Bye.
you guys. I like it. See you next
No
Friday.
wonder my anxiety's so high.
Few people laughed. Few people cried.
Oh, what's in the box?
Most people were silent.
And that was it.
Now I am become death,
Sounds like a bad time.
the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, so this doesn't seem like a great idea to me.
I suppose we all thought that, one way or another.
You didn't tell me any of that. That's crazy.
Well, Rama, when you're a hero, you don't tell everyone until you're on your podcast.
I'm about to hear some shit.
We all need to laugh.
I think just sitting down and, listening to...
The Sensible Sociopath.
This is the shit you're supposed to be watching.
Gen X is going to love it. Millennials are going to be like, I'm offended.
You have offended me.
Also, my dog has a giant dick.
Oh my god, that's enormous.
I love it.
It's still a racist dog whistle.
Where you kind of have like a rotating cast of characters.
We're talking baby seals, eagles, wolves.
I'm just glad we're not going to have to eat with racism anymore.
It's worse than the butthole.
We're technically considered propaganda.
It is very contagious.
I think we really need to talk about environmentalism.
Like, are they studying pine cones?
Make yourself a nice stingray omelet. That's how Steve Irwin died. Cholesterol.
It's fucking delicious.
His father had ended up killing his mother and committing suicide.
In that order?
That's diabolical. I like it.
They had an apple gun where you could shoot Bigfoot.
Has she always been retarded?
I mean, she could have had a head injury.
You don't know anything about tartar sauce.
He had picked up a 400-pound statue and was like walking around with it.
Was the statue racist?
I'd like to think so.
It's like how they invented bacon and avocado to make a turkey sandwich tolerable.
I have a fear of fire.
Like a werewolf? Daniel, you've been our greatest viewer. Well, Daniel and Sarah and Katrina.
Daniel!